Hello everyone, today I'm back in World of Guns Gun Disassembly, and today we're taking a look at a very iconic revolver, a very modern one as well, or a somewhat modern one. We're gonna be taking a look today at the Colt Python 357 revolver. So this is a very iconic sort of movie revolver and video game revolver. It has quite a cult following as well. So basically, what it is a revolver that was produced by the Colt company. It was chambered for 357 Magnum cartridge, and it was quite popular because of the looks that it has with the like slots on top of the barrel, and it is generally considered to be a very quality revolver. Now I like it primarily because of the looks. I do like a nice revolver at sometimes, even though I prefer my semi-automatics, but revolvers are just very cool. So this gun is not being produced anymore, at least not by Colt, and it sort of is the ones that are out there are gaining in value still. So I think they were produced in like the 80s maybe, and I think they spent quite a lot of money on the production of the Python. The Colt company did, because, as I said, they were produced to quite a high standard. So they weren't very profitable for them, and they decided to terminate the production. But of course, today people want them to produce the Python again. But I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, or if it's gonna happen, it's probably not gonna be the same quality as the originals were. So let's take a look at how this thing works. It's basically a classic double action revolver, so nothing spectacular here, but we can take a look at a nice revolver from time to time. So first of all, we're gonna take out the cylinder, and just take out the whole crane and everything, and then we've got the grip. It comes off. There we go. And then we've got the some frame screws here. Side plate comes off, and that's our field strip of the Python. Okay. So I didn't mention any features other than it's in 357. It's got a six shot cylinder, as you can see here. It is double action. It has a swing out cylinder, which is all pretty standard for modern revolvers. What else? The sights seem to be quite nice. This one is, I presume, stainless. I think they were. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. We'll see in the operation if we can change the finish to any other type, but I don't seem to recall seeing any Pythons that weren't stainless. I guess probably there were some, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a typical modern revolver, really not much to it, other than they say it's quite a quality piece, which is quite nice. Okay, so we can shut the cylinder now. We have this crane lock screw though, first of all. Then we can shut the crane assembly, and there we go, one reassembled Colt Python. Okay. So let's go into operation and see how this thing works. So we can press the trigger and it fires double action, or we can cock it and it fires single action, so that's pretty standard. As I said, 6 shots, and if we press this button on the side out, we can pull the the crane assembly with the cylinder out of the frame and reload it that way. What else? What else can we do? We can change the barrel. That's pretty cool. So it looks like they came in a shorter barrel. This one looks like 5" maybe. It looks longer than 4", so I'm gonna say like 5". Still, again, talking in inches about barrels because I just watch too many American YouTubers and they always talk about inches. So I don't know. I'm just not familiar with barrel lengths in centimeters, and because they are precisely in inches usually, it makes it easier for me to understand it. But the other one I think was a 6" that we had before. Oh, that's even a shorter one. Now that's a 4". That is definitely a 4". That one is probably a 5", and the other one was a 6". This one is like a, ooh, this one's like a 3". Maybe like a 2.5". That's pretty cool. That's a very snub-nosed python. I'm not sure if I ever saw a snub-nosed python before. Sort of looks kind of cool with the sights. Okay, it's got a single slot on top of the barrel. That's pretty cool. Okay, we can change the grips as well. These are like more of a tamer style grip to tame the recoil. Pretty cool. They're very slim though. Maybe these are like for people who want to carry this thing, like concealed carry it. I prefer these ones though. Let's go for the full length barrel. This one is 6" I believe, and definitely looks the best on this pistol. Very cool. Okay, what else can we do? Spin the cylinder. Nice. Not sure why we can do that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, let's unload it and reload it. There we go. And what else can we do? Oh, scope, obviously. Obviously there's a scope. I would assume that some of these guns would be used for hunting, and it seems that the slots on the barrel rib aren't actually useless. They are actually made to fit a scope. That's pretty remarkable. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm sure quite a lot of people actually use these guns to hunt, especially the 6" barrel versions. And I'm not sure if I would necessarily use a scope on a revolver ever. I would just hunt with iron sights if I hunted with a revolver. But to each their own, I guess. Scope on a pistol is just one of those things. Okay, so let's do some X-ray. You can see our cylinder with some rounds in it. Here you can see the hammer and the ejector rod. There's the crane and the cylinder. And that's it. Okay, well, let's do a cutaway. There's a cutaway. Nice. It's pretty cool. And we can do some slow-mo fire as well. So let's go for slow motion and double action, so you can see how it works. Also, let's go for a cutaway and see how it works from the inside. So that click is really cool. Here you can see it has a separate firing pin, so the firing pin is not actually on the hammer. It's frame mounted. That's for safety reasons. Okay. Here you can see pretty much the whole action working. You can see the hand directly connected there to the trigger, moving the cylinder up and down, or just up, I guess. We have the hammer there, being cocked and then falling or dropping. We can cock it manually here. Here you can see how it all meshes, and then if you press the trigger just releases it. And that's pretty much it for our operation. Revolvers are generally quite simple, so this is pretty much what we're getting. So let's go into disassembly mode and take this thing completely apart and see how it looks on the inside. So let's go out of here. I'm not sure how many parts it has, but I guess we're gonna find out. But I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. So 56 parts, that is not terrible at all. Okay, so we can take out the cylinder first of all, and we've got this screw on the side. That's for taking off the crane assembly. Okay, and I think we can disassemble this part first of all. So we've got the extractor. There we go, which has the ratchet on there as well. That's kind of interesting. Okay, and then we have the cylinder that comes off. We have the center pin, and the ejector rod comes apart. There's a spring here for the ejector, and that's it. The crane is just a solid part. Okay, what else do we have? We have a front sight, or we have a barrel. Looks like, oh yeah, the front sight can be removed, so let's do that. The barrel is otherwise a solid piece, as you can see. We can remove the rear side as well. It looks to be windage adjustable, which is pretty cool. Maybe even elevation adjustable as well. That's pretty nice. Okay, and then we'll be able to take off the side plates, the grip panels as they're called, and then we can take out this screw here and take off the actual side plate maybe. There's another one. Okay, the side plate comes out, and then we have the whole action right there. Right, so we've got the stock pin there. We can take off or take out the spring. That's the main hammer spring. We have the hand. That's what turns the cylinder. We have this rebound lever. Okay, and then the hammer. Right, the hammer has a couple of smaller parts on it. Okay, and then we've got the trigger also. It comes out. That's just a solid piece. There's a pin for the trigger, and there's the safety lever. Okay, that's for the firing pin safety, I guess. It just means that the revolver can't go off if the trigger is not depressed. So basically, if you dropped it onto the hammer, the hammer wouldn't be able to strike the firing pin and detonate the cartridge. Okay, so we've pretty much stripped out the frame there. There's 6 more parts apparently somewhere. Let's see if we can find them. I've taken out that spring. Okay. Oh, there's the firing pin, obviously. You have to take that out somehow. Not sure how that comes out. Literally have no idea. It's just in here, so I don't know. It does not come out from the top or from the front. Oh, there's a plate. Yes, there's a plate holding it, and then it just comes out. It's got a little spring. Okay, and then we've got 3 more parts to find somewhere. Fairly certain they're not on the barrel anywhere, but they might be on the frame. We have taken the cylinder completely apart. Don't think there's anything left on the frame. What else do we have? Oh, there's the latch for opening the cylinder, and that's it. Okay, that was just on the side plate. I think we can put this thing back together now. Oh shit, not not that. I just clicked on the wrong thing, for Christ's sake. Get me out of here. Okay, assembly. Yes, thank you. Okay. Right. So, where should we start? Let's do like this latch first of all, before I forget. Let's do the firing pin. It's got a retaining plate there. We've got the rear sight. Can go on. And then we also got the barrel, but the barrel needs the front sight installed. There we go. Just screws into the frame there. Right. What else can we do? Let's do the trigger group, I guess you would call it. So we've got a pin here. There's the safety lever thing. Now we've got the bolt. That's what holds the cylinder in place when you're firing. Very important stuff. Okay. The trigger should go in, but maybe not. Oh yeah, of course this needs to go in first. Safety lever as well. There goes the trigger. Perfect. And we can reassemble the hammer, and we have this stuff as well. That's the latch pin. Okay, and then the hammer goes in. We have rebound lever, and we have this hand, and we have the spring. Okay, that's pretty much it for the action, I think. I think so, actually. Oh yeah, let's put the side plate back on, and then there's the screw for the side plate, and we can put this one in as well, screw that one in as well, and then we can put in the stock pin, and then the grips go on. Perfect. Okay, and then we just have to do the crane assembly. So we have the spring that goes on here for the extractor. We have, what else do we have there that goes on or in? We've got the end piece. Okay, and then the cylinder goes on first, and then the star goes on end. Okay, and then we can just put that on there, and screw in that screw on the other side, and that should be it for the Colt Python. Okay, that is one reassembled Colt Python. Pretty cool stuff. So anyway, I think that's probably enough for this video. I've sort of shown you how this gun looks up close on the inside and how it works. I don't know much about the history of this gun. I just know it's very iconic. So if you're interested, you should research it yourself. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyway, if you liked it, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my other videos, and I will see you next time.